Well, well, well. Look at who it is. Good day, everybody. Of course, it is yours truly, Sodi Pop, Matt, whomever you want to be. And we're back here right on YouTube at Sodi Pop. Yes, welcome back. It's an amazing day. We have yet another awesome drop. Let's go ahead and turn up these lights. Get it going. Sweet. I'm feeling good for today's drop. I hope you are as well. Of course, we have Scott Tolleson, the Imperial Lotus Dragon happening right quick. Let's go ahead. Make sure, I think I want that background to be black actually, that chat background. Let me go ahead and fix that and make sure that we are good to go on that front. If you're in the chat, say hello. As always, thank you so much for attending. I appreciate all your love. Oh my gosh, some really cool. I was trying to guess last night on Spaces with what might be on. I was on with Ling Ling and a whole bunch of other peeps. And maybe some guesses for you what might be coming next. Of course, we have, let me switch back here. We have Twitter, and Mr. Alex, he tweeted out, of course, that little area there. He tweeted out the golden, something golden happening. Nope, I have no idea what that was. He chatted out something golden that was going to be happening in, of course, VeVe. And then you have the Bengals going to the Super Bowl, which is absolutely crazy. Where is that? Yes, right here. So everyone thinking golden moments, that's probably not too far off. I would not be surprised if that were true. I have this really amazing thing. So I have a Stream Deck, and there's a button I put on it that literally anything my cursor's over, if I press that button, it allows me to take the hex of like the number hex of the color, so I can like copy any color that I see. It is so cool. I really, really like it. I'm actually going to copy the color I see of the background of my browser because I really like that. I'm going to put that for my live chat overlay background because I like that. I'm going to reset that really quick. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to reset that really quick, I believe. Live chat overlay options. That's what I wanted. Message background color. Okay, that should be good. Nice. I love that. What a cool extension. And I'm going to quickly go ahead and switch that so we have a nicer background, because just because it's my Sodi Pop blue, I don't think that matches too well. It's a little bit too bright for me. No me gusta, if you know what I'm saying. So let's go ahead, pop up chat. Let's go ahead and switch this around. That live chat going. Live chat properties. I'm gonna switch that URL and let's see how this looks. Should look a lot better. Should pop out a little bit. Let's go. Boom! I love it. Yeah, that looks so much better. Cool. That looks really good. I'm into it. All right. If you're in the chat, say hello. If not, we'll be seeing you soon. Hopefully we get the drop. I'm feeling pretty good about this drop. So time dot is, it syncs your time. If you can see in the top left hand corner, I'm 0.03 seconds off or something. I didn't think this was a thing on iOS devices, but I guess it is. And so I went on it on my iOS devices and they were off a little bit. So I'll talk about how you can get on. Well, my strategy is going to be for getting the drop. I'm going to talk about some people getting banned. There's so much going on. And as I've said before, as I've speculated, I'm not surprised if there's going to be some high profile bans of people that are either being shady or using bots. And again, with KYC AML, it would not surprise me if they started, the people who bought a lot of gems offline, they have to be responsible to where money's coming from. So I'm sure they're trying to be litigious, and I imagine, they're going to be forgiving and stuff. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm very curious as to how they're going to handle that. I personally haven't. I feel like I've known people had, or like I could guess that they have. Okay, making sure my cat's not doing anything crazy. So yeah, I just hope it's okay. All right, let's go ahead. We're going, what was I doing? I was doing home. I want to retweet that tweet and make sure everyone knows we are live. Live now. Cool. So we got that going on. We're going to talk about the timing, how to do that. So if you're an iOS device, I went ahead and did last night. So I essentially turned off and turned on, I think it's called time and calendar. Time zone overrider now. Okay, I don't want time zone overrider. No. All right, let's go to general. All right, so you go to general, date and time, and then it should be set to automatically. All right. So look at time.is. So this is the time exact on my phone. But here is how you do it on iOS. You go to general, date and time, and then click on and off the set automatically. So I'm going to text that in my group. Go to time.is to see how close your clock is to the international clock for iOS. Go to general tab. Then date and time, and click set automatically off, then on. Recheck time is to make sure it's closer, if not exact. Okay, so let me type that. I'm going to type that in the chat. So, not sure if you heard me. So, time.is to check how close your device time is to actual time on iOS. Go to settings, general, date and time, and toggle the set automatically on or off, then on to reset the time. I'll try this for a little bit to make sure it's correct on time. That is okay. That is okay. So I'm gonna put that on the screen so everyone has, you know, that shot of getting that good stuff. I think this is very important. All right. Yes, so we got that there. Yes, so that's one thing I learned. You know, my device time, it says my time's a little bit off. I'm good to go on my phone, it seems. So this is my time exact. And it's like 0.2 seconds. It like keeps on, it keeps on going out of sync a little bit here and there. So I'm not like super worried about it. But we'll see. We shall see. So hopefully we'll get it. Today's drop. So we're going to talk about banning. We're going to talk about what's going on. Let's go over this drop first. Then we're going to talk about banning bots. And there's a lot going on with that. You know, a lot of people seem to be getting caught in the nets, maybe not. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. All right, so the Imperial Lotus Dragon, Scott Tolleson, looks really awesome. To put it simply, Scott is a toy junkie, obsessed with collecting, designing, and creating toys. He draws inspiration from many areas, including pop culture, comic books, his family, and toys from his childhood. Scott prefers to elicit a sense of childlike wonder and nostalgia in his artwork. He enjoys working in both digital and traditional mediums, depending on his mood. He has released numerous designer toys, including Otis and Otto, Tricycle Terror, Big Rollin' Rascal, Deadbeat, Sofubi, and the Imperial Lotus Dragon. He has worked with a variety of companies, including Toy2R, Kid Robot, Super Plastic, Google, Skybound, and 3D Retro. Since 1998, he has worked for Walt Disney Company in the Disney Live Entertainment, where he has designed pieces for various parades, venues, and merchandisers throughout each resort. The Imperial Lotus Dragon. In autumn, when the moon is at its fullest and brightest, you can follow the sacred river into the wildwood. Deep inside, you'll find a hidden pond where lies the Imperial Lotus Dragon. But be warned, do not venture into the shadows, for there are other dragons that bloom, some that wish to remain unbothered. So, blind box, awesome. We have the Imperial Lotus Dragon, whose colors are fantastic. So that's going for 60 gems, blind box, 3,888. Again, this is very low mint. I don't have great luck with low mint, but we're going to put it out there. Going to put that positive energy out there. We're going to try and get it nonetheless. The second dragon, which would be an uncommon at 2,888, is the Torch Dragon. Seems like if you venture further, you'll find that one. We have a Jade Dragon, awesome, 1888. And then finally, the Golden Dragon at 888 for 60 gems. If I get this and receive it immediately after drop, I will be listing this at a high price. Hopefully I'll be able to sell it. If not, and I don't get that immediate, drop money, I'll probably just hold on to it for a little while, see what happens, especially if it is, if it's a Jade Dragon or a Golden Dragon, I might definitely hang on to that. So we will see what happens in that context. A little bit about like the banning and the bot situation. So it seems like some people, I know Ling was one person, some people have gotten caught in accounts being blocked for the moment. I know when I was talking to different people, it seemed like they had separate accounts, they had like multiple accounts. And I know there's people who would buy gems off app. There's people who haven't done anything, So it just seems somewhat random. They did say last AMA, that was several weeks ago now, that there was a team specifically dedicated to getting people back. So if you're affected by this, what I would do is probably go on their Discord and go in their like tech help channel. Maybe I can do that right now. So, let me see if I can go in Discord and kind of show you guys what you might have to do. Because I think the people that have had success getting this back, this is what they've done, and it's been back quickly. I know some people didn't want, I know some people didn't want to do it, and they've been waiting a few days or a full day for their, oh, that's weird. Cool. Oh, it's making me re-verify myself for the VeVe. Interesting. Verify. Yes, I want to verify. Oops. Yep, the link will take you. Okay. Interesting. So I'm having to re-verify myself. Tita420, good morning. Price predictions for today. Oh man, I mean, things have been going a little bit crazy. Even the Spider-Man 2099 has jumped up to 3K. Login verifier account. Ooh, I don't even know if I know my login info. Let me see here. Yeah, so price prediction. I think, well, I'm trying to log in. Let's talk about prices. So, hope you're doing well. Tito420, welcome back to the stream. Okay, let me look up Discord because I want to show people in case you're having trouble. This is probably the quickest way to get help is to go on their Discord. So I want to quickly show that. Prices for, let's say, the Imperial Dragon. It's going to probably be, the way things are going right now, I'm going to say this is going to sell for 250-ish for the Imperial Lotus Dragon itself. Maybe 300 to 400 off the drop. Pretty rare. 3,888. I feel like that's what we've seen other decon stuff. This is a lot more intricate, really, really beautiful. And things that have been dropping lately have been pretty hot. The exception is the actual panes of stamps. You know, that was going for close to market. At least the common tiger one was going for close to market price. It was like 180. Remember, it did drop for 120. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's make sure that I'm signed in so I can show you guys how to get yourself out of this kerfuffle if you're trapped with an account ban. All right, got that. Cool. I think we are almost done. Oh my gosh, lots of captchas going on. You got to select boat. Okay. Okay, I think we are good. Streamer mode is enabled. Don't know what that means, but it probably doesn't reveal my info or something. So, okay. Here we go. We are on Discord. Go to, well, you can ask for help. That's probably your number one, is ask for help here. And then I think there's a tech help channel, but yeah, that's all I'd do. Make a Discord if you haven't. Go to ask for help under support. And there's also like known issues and all sorts of other stuff. You can also ask about other things, but that's probably going to be your best, and you should be able to get support from there right away. Remember, never give out your password or anything to VeVe. Just be safe. But yeah, that's going to be your best bet. All right, Tito420. So yeah, I think this will be around a few hundred gems. You know, 300 to 400 at launch, maybe up to 800 right at launch. Could be more. And then I think this will drop to like 300 or 400. That's pretty reasonable. Maybe stay around 5. Because again, it could go up to 800, 850, you know, stuff that we saw some of the Disney moments too. For the Red Dragon, this will definitely be above 1K at launch, 1.2 or something. I think this will drop to around 800, 700 to 800 eventually after a week or two, especially as the golden moments come out. All these will drop a little bit. If golden moments or big Pokemon or something comes out. The Jade and the Golden Dragon. Here's what I don't know. The Jade Dragon is probably going to be, as far as like this being a very Asia-centric type drop, you know, we have the Lunar New Year, the Chinese New Year, as many people know it by. I don't know if that's politically correct or not. I'm sure that's why it's technically the Lunar New Year. But anyways, so I don't know if the Jade Dragon could do better, because Jade is just huge. You know, that's an amazing, amazing thing. I don't know if the Jade Dragon could do better than the Golden Dragon. It's possible. Jade Dragon will definitely be around 2K. Golden Dragon 4 or 5K. I mean, if you get this, boom. And Jade Dragon, though, because of that it is Jade, and that is just a very, like, you think the culturally centric thing. I mean, so is gold, to be honest. But, I mean, that could be right up there, too. That could be 3 or 4K. So, yeah, if you get one, good. You're sitting pretty. And I did speak about this time that is, you know, make sure in the 0.03 seconds, I did post it up in the chat. So for iOS, you just go ahead and reset your time and make sure you're doing that. So we have 6 minutes left here. Let's make sure I'm ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use both devices or anything, with all this banning. I'm just going to leave one device kind of like watching and waiting. Yeah. So I don't have that going, but so I'm going to use my phone to actually try and get the drop today. I'm going to use, okay, it looks like my time's exact there. I'm going to use my phone to try and get the drop. Okay, my time's now exact on my phone. That's really exciting. Lots of good stuff. And we're going to be in the app on both of them. So what I'm going to do on my iPad is, let's make sure to turn this bad boy off. Okay. So I'm going to make sure to do on my iPad is called, I guess, the Brave method or Brave Gate, where I just wait. When it's wait for the buy now button to show up. Because what I want is to have that buy now button when around that 4-minute mark. I was talking to a lot of people on Discord last night, and some people were saying, like, I know a lot of people have done research and stuff, but some people were saying, like, I've gotten it not on the 4-minute mark. I've gotten it at all sorts of different times. Not even 8 or 12-minute mark, but like 5-minute mark or stuff like that. So that's what I typically do, is I will typically just keep on clicking the buy now button until I can't anymore. When it gets close to 4, I'm going to try and click right around 4 minutes. So we will see if that works. So I'm just going to leave my iPad on the buy now button. And then my phone I'll be clicking with. The phone, I'm going to use Massage Gun. And here's why. Because I think with Massage Gun, for these drops with the Space Gate, I'm not going to use it anymore where we have a buy now, we have a button like, let's see. So for the comics, there's a button that you can click and it shows an error message. And then you can keep on, you can line gate right. You can do the lining method. That will probably trigger because you're able to click so fast and it's registering all those hits. But with Spacegate, you're not clicking anything. You're not registering any hits. You're just clicking away, and it's nothing's happening, right? So it's not registering any of these hits. So I think with Massage Gun, it's just going to allow me to hit as quick as possible when the button does appear. And that's exactly what I want. So that's what I'm going to do for this drop. That's my plan. And I don't think it's going to set off any sensors or weird stuff. I'm not doing anything illegal. Apparently, like, they don't. I remember, because I'm going to do some giveaways. I'm going to do a giveaway or try and get the 500 then to 1,000. I have a new video that is coming out later today that is scheduled for like 8:15. That is going to be, I believe, a pretty good video to watch. It talks about MTL, its possible effects on the marketplace, and what I think about it. Really curious to see what you guys think. If you have a Twitter or anything, if you genuinely like the video, go ahead and share it. I'd appreciate it. If you don't, leave a comment, say why you don't like it, say what I can improve, because I don't deserve anything, right? None of us YouTubers deserve anything. We just are making good stuff, and hopefully people come back. So just like I appreciate you. Thank you, Tito420, all my Moon Sherpa, all my good friends here. So let's see, we are almost at the drop. You have heard what I'm planning on doing. Let's make sure I have that massage gun handy. Be right back. All right, that's my strategy. All right, everybody, good luck. Let's turn on some music. I didn't get it, I don't know who did. I'm being serious about that one. That was as quick as I had it perfectly on. My time was on. Got that fast internet. So, damn, there must be some people, this is like, there's like 10,000 people that live right around the servers, and this is reserved for them. Also, both my buttons went to sold out. So, even the one I didn't press on went to sold out. It just switched automatically. So, wow. I don't even think there's nothing I could have done that was quicker. Maybe plug directly into my internet, maybe a little bit quicker. But I feel like if you look at the IP addresses that are getting these, they're huddled. It's the same ones, and they're all huddled around, the server areas. So that's the first time that I'm like, I typically get blind box drops. I've never gotten these really low ones. Wow. So, all right, I'm gonna try and yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have that buy now button. I'm just gonna keep on going in and out, seeing if I get the buy now button. I don't know, man, that was crazy. This was as quick. I had it quick as I could have possibly been. And we will see. We will see if we can get a rebound. I'm not hoping against hope or anything. This that was crazy. T to 420, let me know how you did. That was woo, time exactly right. Got everything going right. But yeah, that's a tough one. Again, there's probably hundreds of thousands of people going for the drop. There's at least, I'm sure there's like only 6,000 of these or 8,000 of these total. I'm sure there's at least that many people doing the exact same method I am, that are just completely obsessed and trying to get any possible way of getting a drop, if possible. So it's going to be really interesting to see who got one. Woo. Again, I've never gotten one of these really, really low mint drops. So I'm very curious. T to 420, hopefully you got one. But yes, all right, I'm going to keep on trying to go in and out the app. Just clicking where I know the buy now button is. We're at the 4 minutes-ish, getting up to it. Again, you guys are going to be ahead of me. So don't, make sure you have your own time.is clock or whatever clock you are using, world clock, to calculate when you should click the button. But yeah, I had it down. I had it down pat. It was exactly vibrating where I wanted it to be. A brand new phone, all the best stuff, and did not get there. Sorry, you might hear some loudness in the background. Hopefully not. Have some plane or something flying overhead really loud. Which is just, it's crazy. Even with my window closed, it's so loud. All right. No rebound right now. Darn, I was hoping for this drop. That's okay. Probably won't be, I won't be touching this on the marketplace, at least not for a while. I have some plans. I'm going to try and stack some Spider-Gwen, Alligator Loki. I've noticed people have already been stacking Spider-Gwen. I did not. My thing is I was going to wait till 100, beneath 100 gems for Spider-Gwen, and I did not take my own advice. I should have bought two because it was at like 90 for a while. Now it's above 100. I grabbed one. I should have grabbed as many as possible. I should have grabbed like 3 or 4 below 100. I only grabbed one so far, so. And now I think she's up to like she was up to like 117 this morning. I think long term she's going to be a good hold. First appearance, major character. And Really good design. I actually like that Mighty Marvel's design. Same with the Doctor Doom. You know, the ones that aren't humans have cool designs. The ones that are humans, the Fantastic Four, except for the Thing, they're just super chibi, and I don't love the design on those. But the ones that aren't human look pretty cool. So it'll be interesting. Very interested to see what gamification they have in plans for that. And speaking in the games, we're going to talk about what could become in the future of VeVe in the near future, because we know, of course, like cars are coming, which are very exciting. I don't know exactly what big events would be coming for cars. I know for Capcom, one thing that I looked at, I'm going to pull up an article in just a moment here, but Capcom is one that I've really been looking forward to. So that includes Resident Evil, that includes Mega Man, that includes what else does it include? It includes Monster Hunter, it includes Street Fighter. So Capcom is a big brand, has lots and lots of stuff going for it. So hopefully we get Capcom soon. But the Capcom, like the stuff they showed off from that was really impressive. The Monster Hunter was animated, big monsters, Rathalos and all that good stuff. And Street Fighter, they also showed off if you get a character, you can like fight them with each other, which would be freaking amazing. It'd be cool if it'd be more than just like interactive. It'd be actually like you could fight any two pairs. You know, there's all these pairs. There's Ryu and Ken, and was it Cammy? And although they probably won't have Cammy, she's a little bit later. But that would be super cool if you could actually. Oh, it's interesting. So the in and out method is going so quick right now. I wonder if a lot of people stop trying because we're after the 4-minute mark. This might be the time to get it though. But yeah, typically if you don't have the buy now button, you're done. You're done. So, oh, looks like, all right, it's hanging up again. So we'll try and keep on going for this. Yeah, so it'd be really cool to see Street Fighter stuff. We know they're going to fight each other. It'd be cool if you could actually like literally battle them eventually. But if not, maybe it'd be like you could level them up and they could battle each other. It'd be almost like an auto battler. I don't know. It'd be cool if they just added an additional layer of gamification more than just, oh, you can watch static NFTs fight. No, okay. Didn't get that 8-minute one. Yeah, the in and out method just does not work. You need that buy now button to show. Let me know if you got one, if you even had a chance for one. Because I did not. I totally slept through that morning comic drop that we had. Totally missed that one. Because they announced it early, showed it after the stamp drop, so I just assumed it was going to be like this morning or the next morning. But no, it was in the middle of the stamps drops. It was, you know, stamp 8 a.m. Then the next day 8 a.m. it was comic, and then stamps later that day. I did not get the stamp drop. Missed that one. Missed both of them actually. So I haven't gotten one since I got the Mickey. Oh, VeVe app crashed. I got the Mickey drop, which was the lenticular Mickey. Happy about that one. Not sad at all. You know, immediately like that's 600 gems right there. Awesome. Probably should have sold them on the drop initially, then rebought back in, and I knew it. I got him right away, and I listed him for like 1,200, and then he was going for like 950, and I'm like, oh, should I? And he was going up, and so I deleted the listing, and then I saw him go up to essentially 1,200. I'm sure my sell would have hit, and then he went back down to 9, then it went to like 7. Then I put him for 950. Did not sell, did not touch 950 again. Got close to it, but didn't sell. And then now he's around 600. I was like, oh my gosh, I messed up so bad. I knew I should just trust my instincts every single time. For the most part, my instincts are right about that stuff. The exception comes when buying. I never buy right off the drops. I always try and stay patient. Unless it's something I am obsessed with. This is something I'll be holding. If it's a Walt statue or something that's going to be a grail. Even then, it's super hard to know. You know, the Disney Gold moments only happen that way because there was a Disney Gold moments every day that week. So people were selling it to get the next one and then selling it to get the next one because everyone wanted to stack gems for the next Disney Gold moment. At the end was Walt. So if we have another thing where it's a week of like really stellar releases, yeah, it could happen like that again, where the drop is the cheapest you'll see it. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see. If that happens, I'll be taking out some loans, you know. Seriously. No, don't go in debt for any of this stuff. It's a bad idea. Play it safe because you can definitely stack up to a decent amount. I actually saw someone, they had, I think it was a Minnie or a Mickey or something, and they're like, yeah, I finally flipped up to this. So they obviously flipped up from like a small amount. So they probably had like 40 gems, bought a comic, sold for a little bit higher, bought something else, sold for a little bit higher. And that's just how it goes. You know, these things go in waves. You also have to get a little bit lucky because if you have to bet on the right wave, because they'll take off in different waves. So you'll have like Alligator Loki's take off, and then that will stay stable, maybe go a little bit down. Then Common Amazing Spider-Man #1 will take off. So it's just random. It's really interesting to see people's opinions on what they think will be kind of the next big thing. You never know. You really don't. So again, I'm stacking some Alligator Lokis because they got a high of like almost 120. We can go ahead and look at that one. Got a high of almost 120 for the Alligator Lokis. So I'm going to go ahead and clear that, 2 to 420. There we go. Readjust it. I'm going to clear your message. If I can find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right there. Clear. So Alligator Loki. Again, the common, I'm kind of just following. Of course, man. This website drives me crazy. It has so many annoying little hiccups here and there. Okay, I think we're good to go. Alligator Loki. So the common, I mean, secret rare, cool if you can get it, great. But you know, you're bankrolling quite a bit there. The common, okay, the scroll doesn't work on this website. That's always fun. The common is down to 55, got up to like 120. So just historical price action. It's going to get up and eclipse that again. I just know it is. So that's a cool 100% right there. You can't be, that's over 100%. You can't beat that. Stack a few of these, you double, triple up on what your investment is. And I imagine once it hits that floor price of 129, 130, it will go past that. You know, it will exceed that. So it'd be a good job to be able to do that. This is one of the biggest ones that is down. Secret rare, I don't even think is that much down. No, I don't want that. So let's make sure. So the secret rare is got up to like 3,000. It's down to 2,000. So percentage wise, if you buy a bunch, if you're able to buy a bunch of these Alligator Lokis, percentage wise, you know, this is a 50% rise from, or drop from the bottom. Or if it were to go back up to the top, it's 50% about. Alligator Loki is 100%. So if you only have a few hundred gems, this is the much better bet of the two right now. The reason, again, I think Ray Fixie, I know Randy is going after Alligator Lokis, and so kind of following them. We know Loki season 2 will be coming. Alligator Loki will be a thing, but as long as they keep talking about it, that will be in the conscious of the VeVe-ness because they're popular figures in VeVe. So you have to kind of follow those, and they may or may not be whales depending on definition, but you have to follow the whales and what they're doing, at least the vocal ones. And then of course there's always, I'm sure there's pump and dump groups. I don't participate. I will never participate. Those are, in the normal stock market, those are very legal. When real money is involved, those are very, very illegal. And you can bet when MTL is involved, if they find out you're in a pump and dump group, no one's going to look kindly upon that. And it might be illegal, so don't freaking do it. Don't even try. It's going to be very tempting, but you could lose all your money and more. It's not worth it. So Alligator Loki, I think, is a really good bet. Spider Ghost, or Spider-Gwen. If I common, this is one of my favorite. I just really love the design. And she is up to 113 again. 128 was about high, so she's been relatively stable. I do want her for below 100. I don't love that, maybe around 100. I don't love that $100 price point. Did get as low as 80, which is when I saw her get down past 90, go down past 90. I should have definitely picked up that bottom. I don't know why I didn't. I was thinking she was going to get down to, and she could, 50 or 60. She could. I just think there's a lot of people paying attention to her, a lot of people with a similar thought as to what I have. Spider-Woman might actually be a decent pickup because she is down so far. She's an uncommon, but the problem is she is not a popular character. But that might be the exact reason people are not paying attention to her. I got a Spider-Woman off drop, sold her for 95. I actually might pick her up again at 57 because she has dropped off a cliff. But that's exactly what you want, things that have dropped off a cliff. So I might actually pick her up again, and we will see what we see with that one. Could see a doubling, tripling in price. Again, she's more rare. Spider-Gwen is definitely more popular of a character and will remain more popular probably. We know Spider-Woman is coming to Into the Spider-Verse and will be, I think it's played by Jessica Steinfeld. So the Hawkeye show, she's the Hawkeye girl. I don't know if she's Hawkeye or Lady Hawkeye or something. I don't remember the comics, but anyways, this might be a possible opportunity. You want to look where no one else is looking. Definitely no one else is looking here. A lot of people are looking at Spider-Ghost. She's a common. And then a lot of people, and this is the one I was ignoring, and I'm going to ignore, is a Spider-Man. It looks good. It's like the 10th Spider-Man, not an FA, but it does look really good. It will rise in price, I believe, but I think people are way too hot in that. In my personal opinion, I think Spider-Gwen will have the more percentage-wise increase if you're just talking about first appearances. She is a meaningful character. She's an awesome character, really, really awesome character, and it's the first appearance. And Spider-Woman, I don't know too much about her. I know a lot about, a decent amount, I should say, the games, and then we talk about, she's probably made some appearances, but nothing close to what Spider-Gwen has done in shows and movies and stuff. In the comics, though, I know she is a big role. I know some people are like, oh, she's an amazing, massive character. Again, I don't know much about her, and I trust my own instincts with gaming and pop culture and stuff. So comics, yes, but comics does not rule this app. At the end of the day, comics is only part of it and only part of the fandom of this app. It's really what people think overall. However, again, this is probably a missed opportunity, and Ray Fixie or Randy or someone that's big in the community will tweet out like, oh my god, Spider-Woman is so huge, or she'll play a really pivotal role in the upcoming movie, and we'll start finding that out. And again, as always, a pump will lead up to the movie. Upon the release of the movie, everything will probably drop because we're expecting a pump. So this might be a good one to stack. I'm going to start looking back into it because it's really, really cheap. Would I want her or an Alligator Loki? Probably her, to be honest. Yeah. I think I'm going to start stacking her. So it's 819. Let's see if this is open. I'm definitely going to be getting a latte today. I've been making my own coffee, but there's like a vanilla, a little toasty vanilla latte sounds so good. I'm super curious in the chat if you were able to get anything. I'm just going to assume not. This was a tough drop to get. You heard the disappointment in my voice. I was like, oh man, I was so ready for this. But nope, that's how it goes. That's exactly how it goes. All right, we're going to look. Okay, oh, this is the Capcom. So that's why I think Capcom might be coming later this year. So they've been pairing this stuff. Marvel and Disney always has things releasing. So, they're pairing that stuff. But, I just saw a really cool game that I want to play. Sorry. I still haven't opened up my Pokemon game. I've opened it, but I haven't played it at all. I just haven't had time. But finally, with my video releasing today, I also have that interview from Traps Trades. I'm going to chop up a few of that and make some videos out of it today. But that video today took me a long time. I did a lot of new methods. I edited too much and then I pulled back some editing because it wasn't good. It wasn't gonna look good. So I'm really curious what you guys think. But anyways, Capcom teases Street Fighter 6 for 2022. The final fighter to join Street Fighter V, Luke, was the subject of Street Fighter V Fall Update livestream, and he will be released on November 29th. And this is in 2021, by the way, so keep that in mind. During the presentation, producer Shuhei Matsumoto let slip that Luke will be featured in the next Street Fighter project. Earlier this year, Capcom also tweeted that Luke would be a key player in the future of Street Fighter. Let's see what that tweet is. Yeah, so they did tweet that. Let's see if there's anything else on Street Fighter here, if they tweet out anything recently. January 9th, here comes a new anniversary. Cheers, 35 years. So that already happened, January 9th. Happy birthday, Venomous Fang. Capcom Fighters Tournament. Okay. I've not played Street Fighter in a minute. Zangief. Oh, it's going to be cool. Okay. Short while later, presentation director Takayuki Nakayama also revealed that Street Fighter V is a springboard to move on to the next project. So almost certainly talking about Street Fighter 6. Matsumoto ends the stream by saying this is more of a see you soon rather than a goodbye, and that we look forward to providing you with more information next year. We should point out that they may not be talking about Street Fighter 6, but with content for Street Fighter V ending, and it will be a series of huge moneymaker for Capcom. It's highly unlikely that Street Fighter development team would be working on anything other than Street Fighter 6. Rumors suggest that Street Fighter 6 might hit a big red reset button on the franchise. A certain character in Street Fighter V says that they need to start it all over again from zero, which may be a reference to the Street Fighter Alpha series. Ooh, that'd be amazing. And some time travel shenanigans, which is kind of what they did in Mortal Kombat. You know, they kind of reset the series. They did exactly that. That's probably not a bad idea to do a full reset. I know I would be interested in getting in that. Other rumors have suggested that the game will launch in time for Christmas next year and that would line up within their first part of 2022. Capcom suffered a large data breach at the end of 2020. The release of dates for games were part of the hack. These also had Street Fighter 6 penciled in for Q3 of 2022. Other rumors suggest that once again the game will be console exclusive to PlayStation with PC version also on the cards. So yeah, we could see that later 2022 or leading up to the game, which would be amazing. So that could be maybe as soon as Q2. So we could be seeing that in a couple of months. That'd be super cool. Again, we have Pokemon Day on February 27th. So could we see Pokemon soon? Possibly. I highly doubt they're going to do Pokemon until everything is settled with Immutable X, until they are on those promised exchanges that they said they were going to be on 4 new exchanges by the end of last year. I'm not too worried about like their release timeline, because again, NTL, dealing with that, they're dealing with government entities that they have no control over, and so they're probably going back and forth like, hey, are we good on this, are we good on that? And they're rolling it out slowly, so it probably means that they have MTL, but for their lawyers and everything, you know, they're not just talking about getting rid of bots. Like, I can imagine part of this like bot thing is also making sure accounts are in line with what they need for MTL, so they can make sure that, and that's what I'm confused by. I think on iOS I can't transfer gems to anyone, but Android you can transfer gems to different accounts. That's the thing, is that like they set up the system in which you could, at least on Android, transfer gems to different accounts. So it was allowable to go through escrow or eBay or whatever and trade off app. You couldn't trade off app, you'd have to do it in the marketplace if they didn't allow you to transfer gems. Again, I've never seen an option to transfer gems. I tried to transfer gems to my girlfriend when she was first starting, and I couldn't on iOS. And I did look at Reddit, and it looks like you can't, but on Android you can. So it's kind of a bed of their own making with that. Really odd. Maybe I just haven't opened up the setting to transfer gems. I don't believe that's true though. I'm pretty sure it's just only on Android. And then it'd be really amazing when the web store comes on. I'm super excited for that. And that will be the moment when all these people are talking about fees and stuff. VeVe can get away from the Apple fees, can get away from the Google Play Store fees, because if you have your own storefront that you can buy and sell gems on the web, what you can do is click on that in VeVe, and then VeVe will have 100% control over that, the actual store. iOS will legally not get any of it. Why? Because of the recent Epic and Apple lawsuit and what happened after that. So if you haven't heard of this, Apple and Epic, Epic is the creator of Fortnite. They also make a game engine called Unreal Engine. So there's Unreal Engine 4 right now, Unreal Engine 5. The first games will be probably releasing maybe this year, next year. They look freaking amazing. And these games take advantage of the ultra fast SSDs that like the PS5 have, and then like the Gen 4 PCs have now. I don't think Xbox has fast SSDs, but it's not as fast, and I don't know if that will matter too much. May or may not. We haven't seen too much stuff. Unreal Engine 5, at least the way that they showed off in that one PS5 demo. So the ruling of the Apple lawsuit, essentially what this says, I'll boil it down for you, but what Epic wanted is because Apple was charging them. Okay, so what Epic did is they had their kind of own in-game store, and they're allowing you to go to the web store from the app to buy gems for your stuff. And then that web store, they got 100% of the profits. So Apple is like, no, you have to buy everything in app. You cannot send them, we're going to ban your app, which they did for a while. They banned Fortnite from the App Store for a while because Fortnite was allowing people to click on a link and it would take them externally to a web app that they would purchase gems from, or whatever, the Fortnite bucks, the V-Bucks, I think it is. And they would get 100% of those proceeds, right? Epic would, which isn't unfair. I think that's completely reasonable. But Apple is like, no, you're on our ecosystem, you pay our 30% tax, or whatever they worked out with Epic previously. And Epic is like, F that. So Epic took them to court. Apple lost that part of the ruling. There's a lot of different things they ruled in here. That's the most important part for small developers and stuff, is that no, you can allow that link to take them to the web store to purchase gems from elsewhere, meaning we don't have to pay your tax. VeVe is well enough funded. Even with that 30% of like, oh, I put in 100 gems, they technically only get 70 because Apple gets 30 of them. They probably get more than enough gems to be extremely profitable with all the trading that goes on the marketplace. They get a lot of gems. My curiosity would be, no, Apple probably would not get part of any of the marketplace going on iOS or anything. I don't, because it's all within the app. So I doubt they get any part of that marketplace. Because that would make no sense. If I sell something for 3,000 and they're getting 30% of 3,000, because that's what it would typically be. Or are they getting 30% of whatever the fee is? I don't think so. So anyways, they're doing plenty well, and they're going to be doing even better once that web app launches, and that's a long-term game. So for a year and a half, they have to deal with this. Oh darn! But that web app launches, and all of a sudden they're 30% more profitable on the books, which they're already extremely profitable. So they're just fine. This goes into my thought about the fees. A lot of people on Reddit, number one, we know that they listen to us as a community and what we want. A lot of people on Reddit are speculating about what the withdrawal fee could be. And I've heard anywhere from 10 to 20%, which is insane. We should never be starting there. That is insane to think, oh my God, it should be less than 1%. Like, we have to look at other, Venmo allows you free cash out, and again, VeVe is doing super, super well. Don't feel bad for them. They're going to be awesome. And they're a great company. I like them. They're doing very, very well. I'm happy for them. Everyone has done a really good job thus far and continue to do a good job. But as a community, we can't be talking about 10% fees. That's insane. Less than 1%, if a 0.01%, we got to be talking about lower than bank fees This is crypto. This is not banking as traditional. So for them to transfer stuff, to transfer OMI is like very, very minimal on layer. It's nothing on layer 2, and that's how they're going to be transferring it to and from themselves. And they're making tons of money on the back end with OMI and burning. I mean, they control a whole currency essentially. So they're making tons of money on the back end, and for the company and personally with the burning of OMI, they control the burning of OMI. They could just burn a bunch of OMI and go, cool, the price of OMI is now this much money, you know? So they are doing very, very well. We should expect definitely less than 1% fees, or at least a stable fee of like $5 each time, no matter what it is. I personally would be fine with that. That way, it encourages the smaller accounts to keep stuff in gems, because they're like, oh, I only have 50 gems or 100 gems. I don't want to have a $5 fee on that much. So I'll just keep it in. I'll keep on trading and try and get more. So it's worth it for me to pull out. Or, you know, $20 fee. That might be more reasonable. So if you have, which is still way too much in my opinion. It should be like $5 or less than percent, right? So I want to get into this consciousness whenever you're talking Twitter Spaces, whenever we're talking about this, to not allow this BS to be, you know, do a hashtag less than 1% or whatever. Like, we can't allow, because they are watching all this, or watching all this talk and be like, okay, you know, the community is expecting 10%, 20%. So yeah, let's put on 15%, see what that happens. And then they'll negotiate down from there, as opposed to, and this is just all going to be profit for them, trust me, because once they get that web store, which will be sooner rather than later, and the cash out happens, they're not paying that 30% Apple tax anymore, and boom, goes dynamite. Like, they are getting 100% of the proceeds. So now they go from not paying Apple tax and having a huge cash out, which would be ridiculous. So don't think for 2 seconds they're not doing super well, and don't think for 2 seconds that we can't drive this down. And I mean, honestly, I don't think there should be much of a fee other than the fee to transfer on the network. But yeah, those are my 2 cents. Let me know what you think. I'm very curious to know. All right, let's see if this market is open. I'm curious to see how much these are on drop. I'm not going to touch this with the 10-foot pole on drop. We will just see, because I'm assuming it'll be super duper expensive. It's not open quite yet. That is okay. No. So anyways, that's what that was all about. Very, very important that we don't let them charge a huge exiting fee. Again, when their web store is available, they all of a sudden going pay an Apple tax to paying not an Apple tax, or very little of an Apple tax. And they've priced all these comics $7, and they're getting $120 from USPS yesterday. You know, we don't know exactly what their deals are with NFTs with all these, but they get that initial drop percentage, which is a lot. You know, they have everything sell out immediately the second it sells out. They don't have too many employees. Like, their overhead is probably somewhat reasonable. They're not a brick and mortar store, and they're selling out of everything every time. And again, we didn't know that their drop strategy was to last them, you know, they've put like 3 years of content in a year, or even less. And they have many, many years. They have a huge drop calendar, right? That they have this drop strategy. But that's 3 years of profits in a year, right? And then that also includes the aftermarket stuff that they weren't counting. They weren't counting on any of this, and they're still probably going to be profitable. So they're doing super well. They have all this stuff worked into the bottom line. Don't worry about it. Let's not accept huge fees. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, Tito 420, only time will tell. Oops. Yes, I agree with you. Only time will tell, but I'm very excited for it. So let me know what you think the next big drop will be. So we have, of course, the Imperial Lotus Dragon. Did you get one Tito 420? I'm curious. I know you're into cars, so I wonder if they'll drop a Lotus car. You know, maybe they should have dropped the Lotus for this, but they don't seem to be ready. I know they announced that that Japanese finger puppet show thing. They announced that they're partner with it, but there's not a drop. It was a weird announcement because they announced that they're part of it, but there's no drop happening in the next week. So we don't know. Yeah, let's see what. I guess we don't know. Okay, so we have the Amazing Spider-Man. This one I'm very excited for. I definitely want that. But this is going to be Thursday. So it doesn't look like anything is happening this weekend. We don't. So there might be some stuff happening this weekend. We don't know. Historically, they've done some stuff on Saturday, but they might be skipping this Saturday. We'll see. It's curious that they haven't talked about it at all, but they've been doing. That's the crazy thing, is they've been showing stuff like one day beforehand, which I don't love it. Tito 420, no luck today. Sorry to hear about that. That's no fun. I am very excited for this. These covers look bomb. I wasn't a huge fan of the last covers of the Falcon, the first appearance of Falcon, but this one looks fantastic. So this is what Ms. Marvel is the first appearance of. Romana Jones. I have not read this one, so we'll definitely be doing a live reading of this. Oh, I hope I get this one. That'd be so cool. I definitely will at least buy the common in the aftermarket, but I hope I get the. So let's look at. What is it? The Amazing Spider-Man number 16. So let's see. So this one is this is a very early one. This number 16 value. Let's look up how pricey she is. Go Collect is a good one. And let's look at this comic book realm as well. So Go Collect, 9.8 or 9.6 census, fair market value of 425. So not a crazy value, 425. This is probably not a hodl. I'm curious to see if Comics and Crypto, what they say about it. Let's go ahead and look up what Comics and Crypto says about this. Crypto. Yeah, Spider-Man number 16. Let's see. Comics and crypto, crypto and comics, collectors world in a digital age.
Day average sale of $989.
For
my final verdict, I give this book a hodl. This character made a.
Oh, you're giving it a hodl. It's interesting. They've kind of changed from the early days. I've noticed they would really just base the hodl more off of the fair market value, but they've been basing it so they have a 9.8. Go Collect. Where are they seeing this in Go Collect? Maybe I'm looking at the. You gotta look at sales. Yeah. Okay. Sales. That's probably it. I don't have Go Collect Pro. Maybe they have Go Collect Pro and they can see these sales. Universal with the signature, restored, qualified, conserved. But anyway, so they're saying it's a hodl for them. So the 9.8 is around 1,300. The one I saw was 425, the 9.6. Yeah, 425. So I guess maybe the 9.8 is just gone or not here. So anyways, they're saying it's hodl probably because of the appearance of her in the shows. They're now starting to base more stuff off like upcoming shows that I've seen. Previously, the comics were just based off of like how good, how expensive, and how meaningful the comic books were. So they're starting to not care as much about the current value of comic books, and they're looking into the future of what could be, who's going to be important characters in the Marvel Universe. So that is true. We have seen her introduction, I think, in a show.
Counterterrorism in.
Oh, yes. Okay. So Ms. Marvel, she is in WandaVision. So that's how she ends up getting her powers and everything. If you haven't seen WandaVision, really, really good show. I'm not going to spoil anything for you here, but so I guess we have already seen the actress. Yeah, I really liked her as an actress. She was good, and I think she's going to be a cool and important part of that series. So yes, so they are saying it's a hodl. If I get it off the drop, I'll probably hodl it. Unless again, if I get like a secret rare and it's going for like 3K, I'll sell that because I'll probably get it almost anything for the exception of Disney stuff. If I get it off the drop, I will most likely, and I can sell it immediately, I'll most likely kind of see what the first ones are. I think it's up to 1,000 or so, and I'll most likely sell it for a ridiculous price or try to, and then I'll probably try and rebuy it after, because that seems to be the strategy right now, and that could always change, of course. All right, let's see if that market is open. 841 should be open. Should be open. And let me go ahead and plug in and make sure you guys can see what I am seeing. It is not open. WTF. Well, let's go ahead and plug in anyways. My chair is so squeaky right now. I need to fix it. All right, let's go ahead and plug in. See what we can see. All right, there we go. Got that. So I gotta move all this stuff out of the way. I almost need like 3 screens. This is crazy. All right, cool. So we are back here. Let's make sure that that is up. Got it all mirrored. No. And we all back. Cool. Looking good. So we got Lotus Dragon. These look really nice. These look awesome. Too bad, so sad. Did not get one. Can't even click into it. So we will see. What happens here? Yeah, marketplace. Not open yet. 843. That's crazy. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. So the market in general is going kind of sideways. We've seen some recovery on some of this stuff. I want to go ahead and look at some of the bigger Batman and see what those prices are. And because I think those are usually telling of the overall market. Some of the golden moments, we'll look at those too. Okay, so we'll look at some of those because golden moments have held their value a little bit better than most stuff. All right, so the golden moments we're gonna just ignore the partner statue because that is unreachable for most people. So look at R2D2, zoom out here, and yeah, this one has seen his value just hold. He's not his all-time high, but again, he's in general just up for the most part. C3PO, same exact thing. He is at an all-time high. It looks like, yes, yeah. Iron Man, pretty much almost the exact same chart. Iron Man has the exact same chart as R2D2. Look at that, almost the exact same. Where it has this big hump, drop, and then is not quite its all-time high, but still pretty far up there. So golden moments really maintaining. Even Avengers logo is up at 2K. I'm assuming Wally and Avengers logo are going to have the biggest drop. Maybe the Planet Pizza Truck. Yeah, Wally and the Avengers logo, there's like no difference between their chart. Look at that. That's crazy. Planet Pizza Truck might be very similar, actually. Planet Pizza Truck, almost the exact same thing. A little bit more drastic, but very, very similar. Well, Elsa probably has maintained her price. She has. Very similar chart, though. It's actually, it's crazy how similar these are. This like big spike and doom, 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 doom. Mickey Sorcerer's hat has maintained the price, got up to almost 8K there. So this is one. That's one that I really want. I'm gonna see. I don't know what I have to sell to get that, but if I can snag a Mickey Sorcerer's hat, I will. And so I'm gonna have to put together my head and see what I can sell to get that. Hormone Bart, maintain its price. Skateboard got up past 2K, and this is the one. This might be the deal of the golden moments right now. So this is the only one that has not had this last little tail. Hormone Bart has lagged a little bit as well, but you see, look at the difference here. Let me put this side by side because it's a little more difficult to see. Let me see if I can put this side by side. So I'm going to put this back up here. Let's put my face back on for a minute. Right? Okay. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So let's put my face back on for a minute. And let me show you how this price is looking. Boom diggity. Okay. So we got that there. Let's go in the market. Let's go in the graphs. Okay. Here we go. So we're looking at the golden moments. All right, skateboard. Look at this price. So it's a little bit, let me see if I can, yeah, it's a little bit smushed, right? Let me see if I can draw that out for you. Okay. So just want to look at floor price. Perfect. Yeah, it's just at the end of January. This is what we want to look at. Big run up all the way up to 2K. Hasn't stayed down. Look at the price of all these others. I'm going to do Homer and Bart first because this is the least drastic, I think. And doing kind of the same time period, like January 19th-ish. Bang, bang, boom. Looks very similar. Has not had that last little run up here. Mickey Sorcerer's hat. Very similar, right? Bang, bang, boom to the bongo. This one actually, very similar. Actually, we're kind of missing that little last run up. Mickey Sorcerer hat will definitely be above 5K, unfortunately. Elsa is kind of having, we might be seeing some listings now that it's updating it, going back down, but it's going, you can see like this like little median floor price, if we were to draw a line, it has dropped down and supported here. So that kind of 1400 for the skateboard. Elsa, that little median line, which has been dropping down at 3000, it hasn't dropped down again. Mickey Sorcerer hat, I'm sure we're going to see something very similar. So we see that kind of bottom line in the middle of it. And again, this is like super rudimentary, basic, stupid stuff, but this is how I place my buys off. At 4200, might touch it actually, might get down there. So that would be a good place to be looking to buy it. Planet Pizza Truck, this one has seen a recovery. So Mickey's hat, and which is more expensive than the skateboard, have not seen that last little bit of recovery. Again, this got all the way down 15. This is recovered. Wally, I think even the same thing. This is also recovered. Yeah, it really has. So it hasn't seen. I'm looking at those bottom troughs there, that 1200 and that almost 1200 again. It has recovered from the 1200. That's a great buy zone. Avengers, same exact thing. Drop down to that, it's kind of low of 16-ish and or 17-ish, and has gone back up. And same thing for Iron Man. We're going to see the exact same thing again. They're all so similar. The same people are probably buying all of these. But Iron Man has like fully recovered. C-3PO has a very similar chart. C-3PO is higher than ever. And R2-D2 almost higher than ever. They have very similar charts. So anyways, take that for what you will. I think, so golden moments, skateboard's the best buy. Skateboard right now is definitely the best buy looking at the chart for me. Yeah, I'd say skateboard. Sorcerer's hat, if you have the gems. You could probably even wait on that, but if you have the gems, cool, do it. I know. Oh, I really want that damn sorcerer's hat. For sure. So I'm gonna have to see what I need to sell to try and get that. Okay, the market is officially open now. So what do we got? What do we got? Imperial Lotus Dragon. I said what? Could get to a few hundred. Oh my gosh. Can I buy this? 160? I will buy it now. Oops. Oh. I don't have enough gems. Oh, that's crazy. I bought some stuff yesterday. That's okay. Whatever. It was already bought by the time I looked at it. So I said this could get up to what? Like 600-ish gems. 600. I think it will head back down to the 300-ish category. The other one, the red dragon, I said that could get up to past 1K and then drop back down to the 800, 800. So we'll see what this does short term. Oh wow, they're listing it for not that much. Golden Dragon, I don't know, several thousand. This one, I said it could get all the way up to like 5K. I'm surprised they're being listed for so low. Jade Dragon, I said could get up like past a couple thousand. Well, it's much lower than I expected. Again, with these like individual artist ones, I really have no clue. They're hard to tell, and the longer term value, I don't know as much. You'll see my collection. I mostly have Marvel and Disney stuff, as I'm sure most people do, because that's what there mostly is on the app. But yeah, what's up, Tito 420? Let's shop. So let's see what this Batgirl. This is insane. This is a non-FA Batgirl. It's the DC Artist Alley. She has, I think her drop was 50 gems. Yeah, it was. 50 gems was her list price. So again, pretty much anything you buy is above the drop. Which is so hard to get drops right now. Let's look at what that Daisy Duck is. 445. Wow. Daisy Duck has really, really dropped. What is the Mickey? Mickey was at 6. Yeah. Mickey has maintained its price. I'm really curious what Minnie is then. I'm surprised Daisy Duck is so low. Wonder Woman has really dropped. Oh, she's at 924. You know, I'm really curious with Wonder Woman. She got up past 1,000. Wonder Woman. Okay. So her chart is looking like this. Ooh, let's clear that up quickly so you can see the whole thing. So her chart is looking like this. Sorry if you can hear that beeping outside. There's like construction going on right outside my door. So yeah, she got up well past 1,000 and is right back down to 900. So this is probably a really, really great buy zone for her, to be honest. Not too bad for Wonder Woman. Could get lower? Yes, absolutely. First appearance of a major character. Never a bad thing. That Spider-Man, for me, this is like a lot, but it is Spider-Man. You can never like tout Spider-Man. Batman Who Laughs, really good buy zone. It's down 50%. Just dropped precipitously. You have to imagine if you're in the trading game, what is going to happen in the when pump up happens again, because I can, if we're a betting man, which we kind of are on this app, right? This is going to happen again, right? So what has the biggest percentage increase in the shortest amount of time? What really pumped? What took longer to pump? So season 1 FA stuff pumped like immediately. The big stuff, Golden Moments, all that stuff kept on pumping, right? Marvel Comics #1. We know that. We always want those, right? You want to hold on to those, hang on to them, or sell them when they pump because it's a life-changing amount and you can cash out. Cool. What happens next? FAs and major things. Batman #89 was one of the first ones to pump. You look at the Harley Quinn, was it Bruce Timm Harley Quinn? She pumped big. Now she's down a big amount. So you can imagine, like, cool, this is an extra 100% if it were to pump again. And most likely it will pump and get past its all-time highs. For me, if I were to buy this right now, I'm holding it past, I'm holding it to like 1,000, right? Because I know it's going to probably eclipse 600. It's going to get there, but that's not going to be enough for me. I'm going to want to hold it past 1,000, and then boom, then I'll consider selling it. Because in trading in crypto, you want to look at its all-time highs. You want to look at where it has been, and then anything past that is what we call price discovery. So price discovery talks about this area, this free fall zone of like, we don't know, there's no previous data to look at. That's exactly why when this new stuff hits the market, if I don't get it on the drop, unless it's something that I'm sure will be amazing, I'm not touching it because it's going through price discovery. It's going to go up and down and around. I really have no idea what will happen. That Mighty Marvels was the best decision I made of like, all right, I really want the Gwen, I want all this stuff. I'm going to stay away from it, and eventually it will be more, right? Like Gwen, the 160 gems, almost 200 gems that some people paid, it will eventually be more than that. I'm sure of it. You know, get up to 500 gems. I really truly believe. But the greatest predictor of you making wealth is how low you buy stuff at. You know, that will really greatly increase your percentages. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're shopping. Let's go right back to the comic reader, right? So yes, that number 89 Batman is doing super well. Cthulhu is like another one that maybe we could base this recent drop off of. This recent drop, I think, looks a lot better than Cthulhu. The Uncommon Mickey is sitting at 1K. Just freaking awesome if you got that on the drop. Good job. FA Catwoman. This is one, again, that's an FA. She stayed on the market for such a long time, stayed right around her drop price. I think it was like 65 or something. And now, I mean, just look at it. Again, first appearances hold a lot of value, especially of these like really cool major characters. Invisible Woman, not a first appearance, but still doing a decent amount. Personally, I don't love the design. I would probably, it's not an FA, so I'd probably sell it off the drop personally for something else. I'd rather exchange that for a Disney Golden Moment, absolutely, for sure. But again, that's for like making gems. If you want to make gems, great. That's not everyone's forte. And a lot of people are here for the collectibles, to stack as many collectibles and to like get as much as possible. The thing is, I know I have a limited amount of gems, so I can only stack so many collectibles if I don't have enough gems. So I will try and get drops, great. But if I can get more gems and that more gems can lead me into more collectibles, wonderful, I will. I mean, I could sell Todd Batman and buy several hundred collectibles with all that. You know, I could just buy a bunch of comics and a bunch of the cheapest stuff. But that doesn't mean it's going to go up in value as much as Todd Batman. Oops. All right, so let's see here. I'm very curious about the ultra rares. So one thing I identified last night is I want you to look at this, and I'm curious to see if it's held or not. So the Amazing Spider-Man, we're gonna look at the secret rare. It's gonna be, I think, around, yeah, almost 900, and then this should be around 200, right? Let's look at. Okay, so we're gonna look at Ultimate Fallout, and then we're gonna look at Amazing Spider-Man #1. Ultimate Fallout. And again, all these covers are so good. The Ultimate Fallout is about 5K for the secret rare. Ultra rare is almost 1,000. Okay. Now we look at the Amazing Spider-Man. And you could make an argument for the different covers and stuff. I get that. Amazing Spider-Man. Secret rare. Almost 20K. 17K. 17K. And the ultra rare 900. Percentage wise, that makes 0 sense to me, and that's kind of true throughout a lot of these. Let's see, let's try and find something similar. Maybe first appearance of Hawkeye. Again, like percentage wise, was it 20% of the original, 20% of 17,000 times 0.2 is 3,400, would be 20%. And that's kind of on the low end. So that's the thing, is like these different comics coming in. That's what I'm like trying to pay attention to, is like what ultra rares, what of like some of these variants is I feel very undervalued. That's one of them. Daredevil, let's look at this one again. These are different comic covers, so I get that. So almost 4K. And then the secret rare is 500. So let's see, 500, 564, 4,000 is 14%. And then 1,000 of 17,000 is, so that's 14% for the Daredevil. But if you look at the Spider-Man, it's only 5%. That ultra rare is only 5% right now. So you're looking at almost like a tripling of the price, which would bring it up to 3,000 if the Spider-Man were appropriately priced, as a lot of these other ultra rare to secret rares are. But it just isn't for whatever reason. There's only 78 available. What about Daredevil? There's 53 available, the ultra rare. What about the Miles Morales comic? There's 55 available. So there's more available, but yeah, that's just something I identified last night. I do own that one. Let's look at this one. This is 103, 100. Again, this is not a HODL. Amazing Spider-Man #1 is like one of the grails. It's like one of the top 1 or 3 of every comic collector's like stamps. Amazing Spider-Man #1, Fantastic Four #1, of course Marvel Comics #1. Those are all like the top grails. So below 1,000, Amazing Spider-Man #1 ultra rare. That's a sweet deal. Anyways, so Marvel Comics. Let's look at Marvel Comics and see where that's at. I'm curious to see where the Marvel Comics ultra rare is also at. So MC #1. Let's check that out. And then we'll probably bid adieu. It's past 9 o'clock. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer. If you want me to look at anything for you. Again, I'm looking at actually Spider-Woman now. Now that she's dropped to 50 gems, I'm looking at her. I'm looking at Gwen, the Spider-Gwen or Spider-Ghost, they're calling her. I'm looking at getting more of her. I want to definitely stack her, but there's been a lot of attention on her, so I want to get her under 100 gems. I don't love past 100 gems. And then Alligator Loki, but honestly at 50 gems, I think maybe Spider-Woman is more attractive. And the golden moments, if I can trade for that Mickey hat right now, I will, but I'll see what I can sell for that. So Amazing Spider-Man, Marvel Comics. So let's see where this is at. Let's see where the ultra rare is at, or a secret rare. Sorry, 72K. The ultra rare 2.7K. Like any of these other rarities, like these are doing so well. This comic in general is just a grail. I can see someone in the future, and it'll be really cool, have an all black and white showroom where it's going to be all the fully black and white comics with the black and white Batmans and stuff. It's going to be sweet. And then the Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie. Ooh, it's going to look so good. Yes, it is. All right, guys. I think that about does it for the live stream. Again, I'm always willing to hang out a little bit longer if you have any questions. But video should be out right now. 8:15, it should have launched a new video. So go ahead and check that out on the YouTubes. And hopefully, yep, just launched. So go ahead and check this one out on the YouTubes. And let me know what you think. Definitely go ahead and like and subscribe and comment on the video. Let me know what you think of the MTL and everything, because that really helps the algorithm and me get discovered, and that helps you in the long term as well. You can get more information. I can do more videos, and I have a lot of big fun plans as well. I'm going to do a giveaway. I don't know what I'm going to give away yet, but I'm going to do a giveaway here on YouTube, so I'll go ahead and talk about that later. I got to figure out what I want to give away, though. It's going to be something cool. Yeah. It's going to be something cool. So we'll leave it at that. Anyways, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Remember, be yourself and eat a cookie. Remember to check out this video. So MTL, VeVe cash out, blah, blah, blah. That's me. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Remember, be yourself, eat a cookie.